What is up, Cricket Rockstar Nation? Hope you all are all well and in very good health. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends and followers, I've been up and about following cricket non-stop within the last 24 to 48 hours with some sleep in between. But let me say this, despite all the trouble that's been going on with India and Pakistan with regards to the car bombings in the last few days, it hasn't stopped the cricket one bit, because we know for a damn fact cricket is a religion in the Asian subcontinent. Yesterday, I did have the pleasure of watching Pakistan comfortably hunt down the 289 runs to seal the series 2-0 against the Sri Lankans. And what made it even better was seeing Babar'S finally breaking that century drought. Remember, the last time Babar'S scored a century was in the 2023 Asia Cup against Nepal in Multan. And since then, he has went on a dry route without a century. And in between, his form with the bat went downhill. But this performance literally could see the start of Babar'S 2.0, or could it see the return of the old Babar'S who was always scoring consistently before his captaincy days? You never know. Also, big thumbs up must be given to the Sri Lankans. Why? Because in the first game, they went down fighting despite being out of it and still lost narrowly. But yesterday, they did make 288 runs, which I felt at one point was 20 runs shy. But in the end, it raised 20% by 40 runs shy due to the fact it wasn't enough on a pitch which was an absolute belter to bat on. And Babar'S magnificent drought-ending century was the difference maker between the two teams. He played the anchor role, while Fakhar Zaman and Mohammad Rizwan did provide the necessary firepower. Overall, it was a clinical performance by the Pakistan cricket team to secure what has to be its second consecutive series victory in a row. And what was more special about Pakistan's series victory, and what made it special, they did it very emphatically without any dramas. The last time Pakistan took a game deep, they nearly made a mess of it, which was in Faisalabad a couple of weeks ago. But it's good to see that the Pakistan team is finally gelling together and putting in the performances step by step. So moving across the border now, the India versus South Africa first test is really hotting up, my dear friends. And what I mean by hotting up, it is swinging back and forth on what has to be one of the most difficult spinning wickets I have ever seen at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Day 1 belonged to Jasprit Bumrah. His brilliant 5 for 27 dismantled the Proteas only for 159 runs. However, Day 2 was one hell of a classical test match which had the recipe of moving quickly as lightning. That's because India only managed a modest 189, in which they did take a 30-run lead, which did prove very important, as Ravindra Jadeja, he literally turned the game around on Day 2 today, as he spun a web around the South African batters, taking 4 wickets for 29 to leave the Proteas reeling at 93 for the loss of 7. And with a lead of only 63, you can't say that India at this moment are on top. But just remember, in the first innings themselves, the Indian batting lineup had an epic batting collapse in the first innings. And given how the pitch is continuing to deteriorate, I do not see the match going beyond Day 3. And most likely, I would rather see it finish early on Day 3. But nevertheless, South Africa, just like India, has a very strong spinning attack. That's because they did have a couple of spinners added into. There's Maharaj, there's Hama, and this other guy who I thought did brilliantly well recently in Pakistan a few weeks back. But overall, this test match is moving thick and fast like lightning. This is Tyrell Ordine, aka the Cricket Rockstar, telling you to follow my social media platforms, leave a feedback, like the video, share it with your dear friends and family members, and always remember to be good, be cool, stay frosty, and we shall return. Bye for now.